back to the GameCube. And here's the thing. Sorry for the freeze. Here's the thing. I kind of forgot to poll the audience. So normally every 5 games, we get games from chat, right? But I kind of forgot to do that. I meant to do that today, but I forgot. So, we'll just make that 381. Sorry. 380 will just be a normal GameCube poll. My apologies. So let's see what we got. Let's roll some random games. And game number 1 for poll 380 will be MX Superfly featuring Ricky Carmichael. This might be the last motocross game, unless you count ATV Quad Power 2, which I kinda count. I don't think there's any other, like, dirt bike games, though. I think this is the last one. We've been through a lot with this genre. Whole lot of mid. Whole lot of mid. I think someone we know made this game. MX Superfly. Developed by Pacific Coast Power and Light. The WWE Crush Hour people. And Cars and Ratatouille. No, only the PSP versions of those. Never mind. Just WWE Crush Hour, so I guess not people we know that well. Game 2 is Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. For anyone who's ready to go on some 2005 adventures. This is going to be a massively boring experience. Do not be fooled by the bear with the motion blur. These Cabela's games are boring as hell, and we've got to get through 2 more of them. This is literally just like walking around in the woods, waiting for your target to just appear, and then you shoot it. And you do that like 50 times, and the game's over. There's like chromatic aberration on the bear too. He's like green and purple for some reason. Game 3 is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. I actually played a tiny bit of this at GDQ with Giga. Don't ask why. I'm not sure why either. It was just on my GameCube and we played it. I think we got stuck. We didn't know where to go in town, and after like 15 minutes of looking around in town for where to go, we gave up and turned the game off. So that's great. Hopefully this will go better on stream than it did there. Game 4 is Mario Power Tennis. We still have to get through this and Mario Soccer. We've got 2 more Mario sports games. I don't know exactly what the goal of this is. I do own this game. I've played it before. But I don't remember, like... I don't remember what a good goal is going to be. We're going to have to dig through the menu and see what's good. Yeah, Power Tennis is still out there somehow. This is not like the Baldur's Gate PC games. No, it's a hack and slash. You know, like your top-down Diablo type of thing. Except not exactly like that. And Game 5 is Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. I mean, you couldn't even come up with a more boring game than this. Like, I don't know what this is, but like, I see Marvel, and maybe the movies did this to me. I see Marvel, and I don't care. I don't care. It's gonna be boring-ass superhero shit. But we got a whole lot of that to go. So here's our 5 games. Given that we're in the final 100 games, I no longer strike things, which means these are just our 5 options. So boom, there you go, polls up. Please go ahead and vote for your favorite game now, or at least your favorite game of the 5. And we still have plenty of time left in the stream, so I'll go ahead and start whatever wins as well. What would I have struck? There's a couple strike options here. There's a couple things I could have struck. I don't know what I would have done. back to the Gamecube. Means I have to get my whole capture setup going again. Hang on. I have to mess with all the settings. Are you a Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance fan, Moogle? Have you been waiting for that game? Yeah, contentious vote. There's stuff on... There's a lot of votes on 3 of these. More of a Champions of North fan. I tried to get my friends to play Champions of North with me on PS2, like, 10 years ago. Maybe more than 10 years ago, and they wouldn't do it. These are the same friends who wouldn't play Sonic Shuffle with me. I had all these great multiplayer ideas, and they wouldn't do any of it. Well, I did get them to play Sonic Shuffle with me, like a month or 2 ago, and it was bad. It was a bad experience. You got 1 minute left, though. Get your votes in. Right now, Cabela is winning by 1 vote, but Baldur's Gate and Mario are right there, so, like, make sure your vote is in. Make sure your vote is on the game that you want to see played. Whatever that means. Yo, the 3-way tie? The 3-way tie? Kinda Kiev. So I have... This is a link to most of it, but I stopped maintaining the YouTube playlist a while ago. So pretty much everything should be on there, but also when YouTube takes things down, I don't make an effort to re-add them, so it's missing some stuff too. But most of it should be on there. 3, 2, 1, 0. And there you go. Because everyone swapped onto it or something. In the end, the winner is Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. Hooray. It had to happen eventually. It had to happen eventually. I struck these Cabela's games so much over the years after playing the first one, because the first one was so boring. There you go, Game 380 will be Cabela 2005 Adventures. Let me go rent this game from my local Bass Pro Shops, and then we can get going on it. There's still one more Cabela game to go after this one, which is brutal. Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. Love to go on some 2005 adventures. Yeah, that as well. Once we get this game going, I'll open requests for Poll 381, and so you can put games on there. A 30-second walk from one of the people in the credits for Cabela's Big Game Hunter 2005 Adventures. Well... I guess we'll find out if the game's any good then. I do know, I don't think this one's on Gamecube, but there was some Cabela game from around this era that like has a story mode and like you do crazy shit in it. I don't think this is that game. I think this is a boring one. But there's a good one on like PS2 or something. Oh my god, the name barely fits in the name spot. There you are, Cabela. Still haven't done Animal Crossing. Somehow. Yeah, maybe Dangerous Hunts 2 is the good one. Maybe that's the good one. That is on GameCube. Oop. Animal Crossing, I mean, by the time people vote for it, we won't have time to, like, run it as a background game, because there just won't be anything left to play it with. Oh yeah, hold up. Hold please. Oh my god, a bear. A bear looked like shit. That was an ugly bear. Alright, it's getting the run back. Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on pull 381. I'll put that in the title. I can entice people. I'll make sure that's in the title. Yeah, people are always... there are snipers out there, dude. Alright, I'm male 18. Okay, so you can... Wait, is there a female 60 or is there just a male 60? So that's your age. Is there a difference between the 18 and the 30-year-old woman? They kind of look completely identical. I don't see any difference. Meanwhile, male 18 has, like, some very ugly hair. Oh, yeah, you have more stat points. Wait. 60... 15, 20, 15, 20, 10. 20, 30, 20, 30, 20, and you have fewer available. So if you're older, so old is like hard mode, because... Or wait. How does this make any sense? Like here you're starting at 16, but you can only add up to 50. So there's a cap. So you actually want these numbers to be larger. So young is hard mode. And if you go old, then you can get your accuracy all the way up to 90. Because see, look, it's 30, 20, 30, 20, 30 compared to this, which is 2015, 2015, 10. So, like, her stats just don't go up nearly as high. That's true. You get fewer stats to spend, but only 10 fewer, which isn't that big of a deal. I think we're going to play as the 60-year-old man. I think that 60-year-old man is an OP strat. You can even give him different facial hair. And change his hair to look ridiculous. And give him a hat. Different faces. It's weird to just see his face change on his body like that. It's very strange. Alright, so I don't know what any of these stats do, but I do suspect that stealth is going to be important. And I would like my accuracy to be good as well. And the rest... fuck it. This'll do. Can I be honest with you, gamers? I haven't done this in a while. Can I just put this on easy mode? I really don't want to have to try hard the Cabela Hunter game. Would anyone be upset with me? I try not to do this so much anymore, but I would like to make this as short and painless as possible. We're doing this. Alright. Why is it hard locked to mono audio? What the hell? What? It's grayed out. And yeah, I just looked at the meter and it is in fact outputting mono audio and you just can't even make it stereo. What? What the hell? Why? Alright, let's do it. When I was a young boy, my dad Pete took me along as he embarked on a great quest to qualify for the Hunters Hall of Fame and hang their plaque on his wall. An admirable accomplishment, crossing all the land types of this great country, braving a range of weather, and taking one of each animal in each region, 65 in all. Ugh. He took me through forests and grasslands, blah, 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 blah. He came so close, he was just 3 animals short when he slipped down an icy hill and broke his leg. Fortunately, we weren't far from the lodge, and the warden called a rescue helicopter. But he never did. Now I will follow in his footsteps on a quest for my place in the Hunters Hall of Fame, and a plaque that I will give to my dad in honor of all the memories he gave to me. Alright. Let's do it, then. Yup, this is the same fucking game as the last Cabela's. This is the exact same thing. Oh, never mind. It costs $200 to rent the ATV? No. That's insane.
There is an inhabited building within 50 yards of your position.
Damn it.
You
See,
may
like, this
not
is the problem with
discharge
this
your
game.
firearm. Do not do that
What makes you
again.
think I care about following, like, hunting regulations? That's not fun. Okay, what are my primary objectives? Let's see, how do I figure this out? Oh, here's third-person mode. Okay, here we go. Here's the map. I remember these completely useless maps. Go and talk to Region Warden. I guess he's down here. This is what you voted for. Just get through the woods. Nah, the Warden is, they showed me the target range. He's over there. Well, I guess... Oh, like, target range. Okay, we're gonna start this over. He's probably in the house. I thought that was like, your target is in this range.
You know, you look vaguely familiar. Can't put my finger on it. Hello there, and welcome to my land. Well, it's not technically my land, but it is my job to look after it. Name's Tom Halleck. I'm a patrol lieutenant and the warden in this region. If you intend to hunt, I'll be keeping an eye on you while you're out in the field. Why don't you visit my office in the lodge later? I can give you some hunting tags for this.
Alright, great. Go and talk to Region Warden. Visit the Warden in the lodge. Good office. I do think I hate this game, though. This seems more complicated than the other one, actually. The other one was very simple. You go into the world and you find the thing and you shoot it. If they're gonna make me, like, manage my funds and, like, buy stuff, then I'm gonna be very upset. To sight your firearm, the designated sighting booth. Okay, now I head down there. Out of stamina. Great. I wasn't even, like, holding a run button or anything. I was just walking around. Control stick. Oh, you have to, like, mess with the... I mean, sure. And that's all the objectives. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that at 0. I think that's, like, messing with the scope to compensate for, like, wind and shit. But... like, I don't really know anything about hunting. So I don't know what any of that means, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see it. Yeah, I'm just gonna figure it out myself. I'll lead the shot if I have to. This sucks. Like, you have to stand there. And now I can run a bit again. Yeah, the 60-year-old man does seem to have really low stamina. Take one Wolverine. Guess I'll just head for the red dots. Yeah, is this an easy mode thing? It's just telling me where to go, which honestly works for me. Do you remember all the hours of aimless wandering around in that stupid snow level in the last Cabela game? Because I couldn't find a deer, and the deer was just like in a corner somewhere. There's like one deer on the entire map. Like aim down sights at this thing. There we go.
That record makes the high scores list.
Now what?
A hunter scouted an area for several days looking for Colombian black-tailed deer, and when he tried to take down the trophy, he wounded the...
Track and take the wounded game. How do I do that? I mean, there's a bunch of red things. That's another Wolverine, probably. Like, that's just cruising around. Doesn't mind me. I guess I can just go check all the red things, see which one is a wounded deer. Or wait, there was a tracking button. It was like... Yeah. But I don't even know how you begin to, like... Like, how would I get on the scent of the deer? It's just some other ugly creature. Like, it seems like you have to be standing near a track, and then it'll tell you about the track thing. And this is just like all... Ooh. Okay, those are also Wolverines. But like, is the deer even here? There he is. Oh. Oh, hang on, purple. Oh, he broke his left leg. Whoops. The purple's gotta be it, though. I think. Dude, look how fast your stamina runs out when you've got the broken leg. Am I just like... Will this heal itself? Or am I just like boned? What do I do? Should I have brought like leg healing juice? Should I have bought that at the store? Yeah, I guess I should have bought a first aid kit. This sucks. You just can't even move faster than this. This is as good as it gets. How's everyone doing today? Anything exciting happen on Monday? Today is Monday, right? Yeah, today is Monday. Kinda wish it wasn't. Dude, the pink thing is like over the hill. Oh shit, wait, there it is. Illegal amounts of Tekken. That's good. I kinda wish I were playing illegal amounts of Infinite Wealth. It's just like not sticking to me like that. I don't know, maybe I should like do some speedrunning. Not of that game. But like maybe I should be speedrunning casually right now instead of trying to force myself through the new 50-hour long JRPG. Speedrunning Streetwise would be extremely hype. I will not be doing that. Dude, the deer is just faster than me, so like... I think definitely... I don't know, I'm so like scrambled in my speedrun projects right now that I just don't even know what to do. Because I was really motivated for Zone of the Enders, but then my PS3 controller broke. Or I found out that it was broken. It was probably sitting broken on my shelf for a long time. And like buying a new PS3 controller is really hard because almost everything up for sale online is fake. So it's tough. Or could just play the PC version, which is what I should do, but it's like, so I haven't done it. I have to come back to Kenzan because apparently they want it for hotfix. But like maybe not for a while. I don't know. And that's limiting me from like playing Gaiden. It just... No, it's fine. Nobody has to lend me anything. But yeah, it turns out that like the way they sort of pretend to have pressure sensitive buttons on a DualShock 4. Like for Yakuza speedrunning, I just plug a DualShock 4 into the PS3 and that generally works, but like the PlayStation button doesn't do anything, which isn't that big of a deal. And then more importantly, the pressure sensitive buttons don't work. And so instead, when you press a button down, it starts at like the lowest possible pressure. And then it kind of like, the longer you're holding the button, the more pressure it pretends to apply. Right? And that just like doesn't work. There we go. Had to kind of quick scope him, but there we go. It's a bit of a tricky shot. I'm sick of following this guy around.
Your score has been added to the high scores.
But basically what I'm trying to say is, in Zone of the Enders, where the pressure that you're pressing the button down with extremely matters, that basically just makes it so that, like certain sub-weapons just literally don't work, or like they come out with a 3-second delay. It's very bad. So you need a genuine, actual DualShock 3 to play that game, which is ridiculous. I mean, that's all the objectives. Maybe I can go home. Where am I? And yes, I did just kill that deer with a shotgun. Yeah, I don't know. I think Gaiden should be... Oh, also about speedrunning. The big thing, the big resource thing that I asked Xano to work on like a few months ago is finished and uploaded. A while ago, I asked him for a fight comparison of every fight in Yakuza 2. And I don't think I'll be coming back to Yakuza 2 for a bit because I have so much other shit I have to do before then. But there is now a 4-way comparison of myself, Big No-No, Ryu, and Froob. Every fight back-to-back for 50 minutes. Which makes it really easy to compare strats and see, like, what's good and what's bad. So that'll actually be a big help. I was checking out a bit of it earlier, and there were a few things I noticed. Things that people think are faster that aren't actually faster. Stuff like that. Well, it seems like you can only sleep in dedicated sleeping areas. Like, I can't just sleep here, or I would. I think all I can do is slowly make my way back to the hut. Yeah, because of how RNG... Because of how heavily RNG all the fights are, there's a really strong tendency towards vibes-based speedrunning in Yakuza games, where it's just like... This seems like it works for me, but like, is it faster? Have you run, you know, 20 trials of every strat you can think of and then averaged the time? No, nobody's done that for anything. I've done that in a couple places, but for the most part, you don't do that. You just find something that seems like it kind of works, and you go with it. But now we have this big comparison thing that makes it really easy to tell when things are and aren't working. Across the entire run, so that's great. But I don't think I'll be back to that for a while. Because I got so much shit I gotta do. Can I just... Almost there. Almost back to the hut. Wait, where am I? Oh my god. Wait. This isn't even... Hang on. This isn't even the same map. This is somewhere completely different. Well, this also has an objective, but I really need to get back to the hut. Did I just, like, bait myself into going the complete wrong way? Hang on. I was supposed to go for the red arrow, not the green one. You know, I want to see something. If I hit restart from... all unsaved progress will be lost. You just straight up have to walk all the way back to the fucking lodge. No way, dude. There's no way. I'm not doing that. We're just gonna have to press on with a broken leg. When do you get to save? Maybe after I, like, kill this deer, it'll just be like, that's enough for today. There's gotta be some way to fast travel back to the lodge. Like, or, like, fix this leg. There's no way that, like, in a situation like this, the devs are just like, well, fuck you then. Shouldn't be out in the woods on a broken leg. Have fun spending 1 whole hour walking back to the lodge without the ability to save. It just... There's no way. But that kind of seems like that's what they've done. This is the worst simulation. Who finds that fun? Who would even make something like that? It's like kind of tempting to just restart the game, you know? If I have to put up with this shit. I don't care about stalking an animal for a long time. That's reasonable. The breaking your leg instantly ruins all fun you'll ever have with the game because you dared to slide down like a 5-foot ledge. This is how fast you move in this game. Look at this leisurely stroll. This is terrible. Move, you idiot. Can I just, like, fucking retroactively declare this to be sports trash? Like, is hunting sports? I should have done that from the start. I thought it would be funny to include the hunting games. I have nothing but regret now. Like, it's sports, and it's licensed from Cabela's. This, I don't even know why I'm playing this. I shouldn't have to. Like, just, please, And there's no way to fix it. Like, you don't even... These are my items. You just start with nothing but a shotgun. Like, I think you're right, Muck, because they're gonna make me walk all the way back, too. You know it. You know I'm walking all the way across this map, and then all the way across that other map. Like, I guess I've made it kind of far, actually. I'm about halfway through this map. But, like, what the hell? As far as I can tell, yes, lazy child. I shot the deer with the shotgun. It was like, great shot, buddy. Clean shot bonus, $200. So, like... I guess that's how you do it. Yeah, there's the deer. Southwest. Wait, southwest? That's where I came from. That's just like a lie. Headed northeast. Yeah, that's correct. Cabela knows the secret to hunting deer is to use a shotgun. Surely there's a guy named, like, Jim Cabela who founded it, right? Let's see. Richard N. Cabela and Jim Cabela. Yeah, exactly. Dude, look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is the guy who invented Cabela. He's like... He's got a look. This game is his fault. Okay, this is my chance. What do you mean you can't shoot when you're... There we go. The John C. Reilly character, yeah, right? Flame trophy.
That
Please be
record
over.
makes the high scores list.
Please be over. Just free me from this. There isn't even any more objectives to do. It's just like... I guess we just go to Paper Birch Paths. Maybe there's a lodge up there. Bounty Hunter. Oof. That's 4 out of the 5. Yeah, the submission thing is really buggy. I have to get around this big rock. The cooldown is 10 minutes. And no, Star Wars Bounty Hunter has not been played. I've been dodging that game for a really long time. Piper's put it in a lot of polls, but I've been dodging it for a long time. Alright, to the paths. Please have a lodge. No. And there's not even any objectives here, so this is oh, yeah, there is. Do I have a tag for a bobcat, though? Hang on. I do have a tag for a bobcat. Well, this sucks. I'm just getting farther and farther from, like, any sort of place. Like, I'm just digging the hole deeper. Like, this is another, like, 15 minutes of walking, and that's gonna get me to Balsam. That's gonna get me to... Oh, wait, Woodward Lodge. Oh, yeah, now my... Look at that. That's probably because you need to sleep. Maybe if I don't sleep, I'll pass out and then wake up at the lodge. That's like a legit potential strat. It's draining really slowly though, right? There's no cliff, though. I mean, maybe that's a cliff. Maybe I can make this work. And, like, you have to shoot 65 different kinds of animals in this game, I think. This is such a 2005 adventure. I don't know. Like, who would ever... Like, just why? Why did they make this game like this? There it is. Bobcat, you fool. You walked right up to me. And it's gone. Yeah, like the drain, the dude bar drain, where it's like draining from his head down. That's gonna take like hours to empty or something. That's draining really, really slow. Like that's how much it's drained after 35 minutes. There's a cliff there. I can try to just like kill myself on this cliff. I think it's exhaustion or food or something. How are you already afraid? Yeah, screw it. Just get out of here, Bobcat. I'm gonna throw myself off this cliff. I feel like moving at this speed though, it just like won't even. Like I'm just gonna slowly walk down the cliff instead of getting properly thrown off it. I mean, technically Woodward Lodge is there. We could just press on to the lodge. I can't just press on to the lodge. And that Bobcat's all the way over there. You see what I mean? Like, he wasn't... I couldn't throw myself off the cliff. You're just too slow. You just walk down it. Wait, hold up. Bobcat. I just gotta shoot it. It didn't shoot because I was walking. And now the Bobcat is gone. That was totally my opportunity, dude. Well, 15 more minutes of walking around. How did it even know I was coming? I can barely hear myself moving. Okay, it's all the way back there now by those, like, foggy trees, I think. You think so? It's smelling me? That could be. Yep, I'm just following them all the way back across the map now. Oh, that one's close.
You may not hunt after 6
What?
p.m. Don't do it again.
You know what?
You
Fuck
may not
you.
use your firearm at this time.
Fuck you. I don't
You may
care.
not use your
Find me,
firearm
do
after
whatever you
6
gotta
p.m.
do. Drag me into the
You've
police
received a
station.
$200 fine. You may not
Just-
hunt after 6 p.m.
Like,
I must
am I gonna get
escort you
arrested
from
for
the
something?
hunting ground.
No, you just receive. Okay. That's what happens. Abort game or restart map. And that fucking brings you back here. And I still have a broken leg. We're going back to the lodge, dude. I don't know what unsaved progress being lost means. It means that we legit just started the whole game over. Alright, so here's the situation. Here's the situation, gamers. This is sports trash. I'm calling it. I'll add 2, like, out-of-region games to keep the number the same, but I'm not playing this shit. I refuse. This is going down with, like, WWE WrestleMania 19 or whatever, where someone convinced me to add it, and then I played it for a bit, and then I unadded it. This is getting unadded, dude. This is not happening. I refuse. I completely refuse. Sorry, Muck. That's perfect timing, though, because that's all 5 games, so... There. We can just... There. So we're not fucking playing this. We're not playing the other Cabela game either. And that's what we're gonna do. And you're all gonna have to be okay with that, because it's my stream, and these games probably shouldn't have been on the list in the first place. I'll add, I know there's Castle Shikigami 2, Japan only, and then we'll have to think of one other game to add. Maybe Mr. Driller Drill World as well. Maybe we'll add that to get back to the same number of games. But I'm gonna hard bail on this, because this is obviously a horrible idea. No, not Load Runner, and not Dirt to Daytona. Even if I didn't break my leg, the threat of being able to do that and then just screwing your entire game is just like, no, I can't. And like 65 animals is like, even if this went perfectly, this might take an extremely long time. Like, let me see if I can even get a sense for how long this is. Okay, yeah, this took the other GameCube challenger 13.5 hours. Uh-uh. Just no. Yeah, maybe I'll hit you up about that ID. Just no. Load Runner is banned because I had it in Mystery Tournament and I couldn't beat the second level. I may PMC. I may highlight this. This is a bad game. It'll probably go in the playlist as like GameCube thing bonus content. Maybe I'll pretend it's that. But anyway, we're just doing this.